Good morning and welcome to another day in The Hague, Netherlands. So we decided to go for a bit of a Dutch breakfast and take a trip to Will's Pancakes, a cute little cafe that has been in business since 1983, which specialises in Poffertjes, which are mini Dutch pancakes made with yeast and buckwheat flour. They are traditionally served with butter and powdered sugar. Tig decided to have his Poffertjes with advocaat, which is a Dutch alcoholic drink made from eggs, sugar and brandy. He loved the rich flavour of the advocaat with the soft, slightly crispy pancakes. Very rich but very delicious. I decided to go a little bit more traditional and just have powdered sugar and strawberries. So I've probably seen this wrong, but these are traditional Poffertjes, which are fried in butter and sprinkled with powdered sugar. They're crispy on the outside around the rim and then kind of gooey in the middle. And they just taste so light and fluffy, like little discs of joy. They're really nice. And then when you mix it with cream and strawberry, next level. So in the Netherlands they seem to have quite a few of these little stalls selling kind of different foods, like sort of street foody things. There's one we saw for fish, but they have like donuts and different things. It's pretty cool. This is a kind of looks like a Chinatown in The Hague. Lots of lanterns and arches and lots of Chinese and Indonesian restaurants. So we've had a little bit of an issue with paying for food here. It seems most of the restaurants and places like that seem to only take cash. Probably not if you're Dutch, but certainly for tourists anyway. So we're gonna have to try and find a cash point and pay what we owe. But those pancakes were absolutely delicious. He's kindly let us go off and come back. And yeah, hopefully we can find a cash point because the one nearby him was actually broken. Success, we found a cash point that works. You see those giant fries everywhere? So from giant fries to waffles. We have seen these all over the Netherlands but have never tried them hot before.
These are those caramel waffles you can buy in shops, but it's hot, it's done fresh, and I've never tried them like this before.
Don't try. Be the first.
That is delicious. So good. Do you know what it actually reminds me of is biscotti biscuits. Taste just like those, but warm and they melt in your mouth. It's delicious.
I'm going to give it a go now. They're so nice, so sweet. Oh, they're just so moorish. They're quite sticky, and the deeper you get into it, the more gooey and sticky it becomes. See, I like it down here. I'm not having to be on the lookout for bikes as much. So the more you explore The Hague, you see kind of more sort of smaller, narrow streets like this. Not that this is narrow actually, but you know what I mean? It's less busy, it's kind of off the beaten track. And there's so many places to eat and drink, and it's just very relaxed and chilled actually. So in the Netherlands, they don't really have sort of Dutch food per se. It's kind of not really a thing. Obviously there are Dutch food, but they're more like street foody things, and you can't really get Dutch restaurants unless you go to places like Amsterdam and things, because it's just not really a thing here. It's just more designed for tourists. So we're on our way to a park. So we made our way to the Palace Garden, or the Paleisten, which is a lovely little park which is directly behind the palace. So this park, which I think is called Paleisten, is full of sculptures, and it's so nice. You can hear the church bell in the distance and all the autumn leaves around. So after walking through the park, it got lovely and warm, so we thought we'd find somewhere nice to sit down and enjoy the sunshine. We found a nice little bar with outdoor seating on the water. Just talking to the owner of this place, and today is the last day he's here because he's selling up. I don't know if this place is going to be taken over by someone else or what. So they had apparently like a DJ night last week and sold everything, like all the beers, they all went. bit by bit. So he's got some beers left, so we're gonna have, he's got me a half a Dutch beer, I don't know what the name is again, I've forgotten. So I'm gonna have that, and Tig has gone for her Hawaiian beer. So, we'll see.
Poured you the eiwit van Brouwerij Dij, which is Amsterdam.
Oh, perfect.
It's a bit more special than the lager, so...
Cool, thank you. There's Tig's, and there's mine. I'm going to try this beer. This is from Amsterdam, he said. So let's give it a whirl. It reminds me a little bit of a Hoegaarden. It's nice, got a nice creamy kind of texture with the head on it. And it's just a really tasty beer. And I love the glass with the ostrich. That's so cool.
Golden ale. Looks gorgeous. I like that. It's like a really smooth ale. I'm not a major fan of things that are quite hoppy. It's got the hint of it in the background, but otherwise it's just really smooth, really easy to drink. I could drink this all day. I'm not going to, but I could.
So the weather is gorgeous. We're gonna chill here. Let me see if I can rhyme. We're gonna chill here, have our beer, have no fear, because we are here. I can't use here again, but anyway, that's what you're gonna get. So while we sat drinking our beer, we noticed just in front of us, cars suddenly appeared. Could it be the beer? Apparently, it's an underground parking lot. Drivers park their car in the glass building, leaving the key inside their vehicle, and then the car goes underground. I'd not seen anything like this before. It was so cool. This spot by the water was so lovely, we decided to grab a Dutch snack called bitterballen. This is so good. Bitterballen. You mostly find it like as an accompaniment, like a bar snack. It's just perfect. Or maybe a starter, you might find it as a starter, but it's deep fried balls of goodness. So it's a mix of meat and stew and frozen and then deep fried, I believe. Something like that with a crispy coating. And they're absolutely delicious.
If you're ever in the Netherlands, order this. It's amazing. And then when you mix it with the mustard, it's perfect.
So we've been having this beer, which translates to brewed by women. I thought, I'm getting a little bit tipsy. I just realised, to point out, the volume is 6.2%. We've actually drunk the last 2 beers of this that he has in his shop. It's a lovely little spot by the river, so it's a shame if it has to change and be something else, but all the best to him. As we're walking down here, you kind of can smell, it smells almost like waffle batter or pancake batter. It's just lovely.
Does that mean we need to eat more waffles?
No. I like the little art on the buildings here. That's so cute. But there's so many little restaurants and places to eat and drink. Such a mix of foods, from Italian to Asian to Indian. There's just everything here really. But I do love those Dutch stewed meatballs. Man. I've never seen, oh it's gone. Never seen a seagull so huge. I'm going to just try and get up to this little one, or big one. Look at him. Hello. You're huge. You're big. Aren't you? So we've just seen these cool looking trams that are basically like a restaurant on wheels. And I really wanted to go on one of them, but they're all fully booked. And I didn't know they existed, so if you come to The Hague, give them a go. I've not experienced them myself, but they look pretty cool in person. Definitely looks like a unique way to experience the city itself. This area called the Knights Hall is a big kind of democracy area, and at the moment it's completely sealed off. So we can't go in. I think they're doing a load of building works at the moment. I suppose it is off season. So as we can't get inside, we'll just take you around the outside. It looks very, very pretty. And there's a little island of trees in the middle. I think the Netherlands has some of the most beautiful parliament buildings I've ever seen. Next time, I hope we can get inside the Knights Hall. Anyway, it's about time we grab some more food, and this little courtyard looks like a lovely spot.
Hi.
we've arrived. They've sat us down. They've given us 2 empty glasses, and we're still waiting for anything to place our order. We asked for fizzy water, which we still haven't got. It is quite busy, but I'm just getting giggles because the tick keeps looking at me like, what is going on, you know? The thing is, that's the whole good thing about being on holiday. You're not stressed. You can take your time. It doesn't really matter. Like usually we've got a bit of a heavy schedule, but at the moment we're just like chilling. So yeah, if this is in the UK, we'd be like, oh my god, we've got to go to do. But here we're just like relaxed. So it's all part of the experience.
Famous last words. We had Korean burgers, crispy rice sushi, which definitely offers sharing, but also a risotto, which is a little bit strange.
So here they basically serve food as sharers. So they kind of recommend between 3 and 4 servers if it's 2 people. So we're going to give these a go. Hopefully it'll be quite nice.
Now these come with mayonnaise, and I loathe mayonnaise, but I'm going to go for it anyway. I've taken what I can off.
Let's go for it. Down in 1. There's so much flavour going on there. I can't even tell you what the hell. It's spicy. It's kind of crispy. There's rice in there. It's quite nice.
So though this was delicious, it went downhill after that, and things took a turn when Tig tried his burger.
Honest opinions, Kate will serve raw garlic and I will serve raw beef. Otherwise, it was okay.
The food looked amazing. It smelled quite good as well. Looks are deceptive because I'll tell you something. That mushroom risotto that I had was like a garlic festival with Parmesan cheese. My mouth is on fire from garlic. Tig's burger.
I mean, I know people like them like this, but I don't like my minced beef like bloody, and it was just raw, really. is that good enough description?
So we stumbled on something called Bites to Go, a vending machine with hot snacks.
There we go. That is so cute.
Bites to go.
Try this. Never had this. It's literally a hole in the wall with food. I don't even know what it is. I think it's vegetarian though. Cheesy. They used to have these in the UK, like cheesy pancakes almost, crispy pancakes that you'd get that you got in the frozen section with cheese in them, and they're really nice. This is only €2. I'll tell you something, it's better than what we just had. After all that food drama, we're gonna head back to our hotel, but not before we go to the palace, which is literally just outside the hotel. This area of The Hague, they have basically for different districts, they have different hanging lights and lanterns and things. So this is kind of, I'm guessing, because the palace has lots of crowns, kind of like the royally area. Yes, royally is a word. And then like earlier we saw Chinatown area, and they had lots of like Chinese lanterns, stuff like that. So it's kind of cute. So it's been fun in The Hague, absolutely a giggle. So until the next part of our adventure, take care and we'll see you soon. Close that. See you next time guys, take care. Bye.